All right, boo. We are getting it in with another collective reading with me, Duchess. Resonates. Take what resonates. Leave what doesn't behind. Resonates means it matches your storyline in your life, baby. If it don't match, don't try to force it to fit. Not everything is for everybody. Get over it, all right? Now, let's go ahead and see what the message is today. Spirit, give us insight. Give us insight for the collective. We got an 8 of Cups. This is about a journey, leaving things behind. A 9 of Cups. A 10 of Wands, a Knight of Coins, a Page of Cups, and an Ace of Coins. Okay, so Spirit is saying here that there's something here that you felt or maybe feeling in the near future. Okay, time is subjective here, honey. Okay, there's something here about a heaviness about things moving slowly towards some sort of growth, opportunity. It's like there's some sort of slow moving energy here that you feel is either a burden, heavy, frustrated, stressful, something here where it may be a lack of patience. And I understand because I'm not the most patient person, okay? Ain't nobody got time to be waiting forever and ever and ever, honey, all right? But look, there's an element here of things shifting and changing, and the speed of things really picking up is what I'm getting here from Spirit, okay? Yeah, and you don't see this coming. 4 of Cups, okay? Or you didn't see it coming here. So it's like something that's moving very slow, or there's a level of stagnation, or it's like not really moving too good. Then all of a sudden things start moving really good, right? So say you have a business that you're working on and it's very slow at first. It's like now all of a sudden things will really pick up, okay? Say you have a relationship, a connection that's stagnant or hasn't really been moving, then it's going to start picking up, okay? It's like, say that you were working towards some sort of health goals, but it's like things were stuck or stagnant. Things are about to start picking up here in your favor, but it's like you don't necessarily see this, right? And so me, as somebody that's been doing this for a lot of years, and I also watch readings and all of that, and I do my own, of course, but I've learned that when Spirit says there's something happening that you don't see, that means there's something happening that you don't see. And sometimes it takes months to transpire. I know when we're impatient, we want everything to happen right now, right this second. Oh, we throw a fit when it's not happening when we want it to happen. So for the other people like me that's not patient, you have to get over it, boo, because Spirit is saying here that maybe a little more patience is required, but not necessarily, because you've already been pretty patient here. Things have been moving slow, and so as you don't see it coming, all of a sudden there's going to be speed in things and uprising things. Yeah, because things have been stuck. Things have been stuck. Spirit is saying here that you've been having certain intuitive nudges, okay, that put you in a better position for things to move forward quicker, right? But there's also a fear within you that makes you sometimes take actions or go in directions that help create this stuck energy or this stagnant energy or this slow energy, right? So this would be overthinking, okay? Moving slow towards something when you don't have to. I got scolded from Spirit for a whole year about not making a move I was supposed to make. And then once I made the move, it was so much worth it. And I was mad I wasted the year and didn't do it sooner. Okay. So there's something here where there is some slow moving energy, but I feel like you have an element of taking charge and overcoming the slow moving energy. But also there's some spiritual things happening on the background energetically that are going to be helping move this energy, okay? But it's like when you take one step, Spirit takes 2 steps, okay? So there's this energy of you not having any holdbacks, fears, things of that nature, and then it'll be able to move smoothly here for you. Yeah, you're going to be able to have a lot more hope and inspiration towards what you're working towards, right? Because I feel like this stuck energy at times can make you feel like things are never going to change, things are never going to happen. It's one problem after the next. There's always a next step. It's like climbing a mountain, but it's like the mountain is never ending. But this is your reminder here that you're actually a lot closer to the top of the mountain than you think. So this is not the time to be like, oh, it's never ending, so I need to go back down. No, it's time to keep pushing forward. And then what you don't understand is that as you push forward, the top of the mountain actually is only 2 minutes away. You get what I'm saying? It's like 2 steps away. It's like literally what you're trying to work towards, what you're trying to make happen is right there, but you got to keep taking the steps towards it. But it's like Spirit ultimately made the peak of the mountain a lot shorter. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta do a little bit of your piece, but it's still gonna end up working out here in your favor. Yeah, transitions. It's a time for transition. It's a time for change. It's a time for things to be moving forward. It's not a time of stagnation. It's not a time of stuckness. It's not a time of fear. It's not a time of hold back. 8 of Swords. That's all about holding back. Fear, overthinking, worrying, doubting, right? You're not going to be doing that. You're going to be going forward full speed ahead because you're going to be in the right energy state, the right mood here. Yes, and you're going to see the potential as you move forward, right? So this is all about things transitioning a lot faster for you, right? But you are in charge of taking some action steps here. Like I said, you take 1 step, the universe takes 2, right? So it's like you have to allow this to happen because it could be blocked. I remember one time I got this reading and it said I was supposed to be getting all this money. I was supposed to be getting this and that, but I took a left instead of a right. Okay. And Spirit was trying to tell me to take a right, but I kept taking the lefts. And then I was irritated because I wasn't getting to what I was supposed to get to. But you got to go in the right direction. You got to keep going. You got to keep moving. You got to go in the right direction here. Okay. You don't want to go in a direction where it creates more stagnation, more blockages. So i.e., right? If I want to focus more on social media, but I'm creating more personal readings and more sales and all that, all my time is not going to go to social media. It's going to go to personal readings because that's where I'm putting all my energy and efforts towards, right? So it's something like that. You have to choose to continue your efforts or put your efforts in the right direction. But as that happens, Spirit's going to make things miraculously shift and move a lot more expeditiously, a lot more expediently, a lot faster here for you. You deserve it. Oh. Okay, that salt and pepper sexuality card, luck. Okay, I get this here. So what's happening here is that as you follow your passions, because that's what I'm getting out of that, okay? You're following your passions, your desires. This brings you great luck. So you have to be inspired here on this journey to make this happen. And you know, Spirit's bringing this this story to my head right now to tell, okay? Because this movie I watched a few weeks ago, and it was a true story of this plane that had crashed somewhere in South America, okay? And so they was all out there. I think it was like 20 people that ended up surviving. It wasn't a lot of everybody, but they had this idea that instead of just sitting there and rotting away and giving up, maybe we could come up with a plan to try to hike through all these ice snowy mountains and find some land, okay? And so if they didn't go through with that plan, they would have been stuck out there a lot longer, maybe risked passing on, things of that nature. But they say, you know what? I'm going to go with it, even if it's hectic out there, even if there's animals, even if there's more or worse blizzards, even if there's just 2 of us, even if it's like no matter what, they move forward. And then they were inspired by that. And so they were lucky. They lived, honey, okay? They got discovered. It was multiple people. It was, like I said, it was around 20 of them. And they all ended up surviving this crash, right? The ones that ended up surviving, not everybody survived. But ultimately, this is what Spirit is saying here. If you take the steps, you will be elevated. You will be helped. You will have the luck to go with it, okay? But you have to take the steps. If you're not doing that, then you're creating a level of stagnation, right? Yes, perfect. Okay, tell us what else here. Yeah, you got to fight for it, period, point blank. You have to fight for it, right? So I know in life sometimes we think everything's supposed to be easy. I know it would be nice. Believe me, I've asked this a million times. I'm like, well, why? But if everything was easy, then we wouldn't be on earth. We would be in heaven or somewhere else, or oasis, nirvana. We'd be somewhere else besides here, okay? But here we got to fight for things. Okay, we got to make things work. We got to put in energy. We got to put in effort. We got to dispute all the negativity and things that come through. But what you got to know is that as you do this, you are divinely protected and supported. So it's worth fighting for, right? This is Spirit saying it's worth fighting for, because when you fight, you're going to come out on top. If you give up, then of course, then you won't. Or if you go in the wrong direction, then of course that's going to give you more to fight for later, right? And so that's the same thing. This plane crash, they were like, well, they had this plan to go on this hike and escape the mountains, but then they had to think about it. Either one, we could rush and just go right now, or we can plan and take our time, which it took, I think, like a couple of weeks for them to plan this out and prepare. But then once it was happening, it was happening. You get what I'm saying? They were good. They were done. I think took them 12 days to hike down this mountain and get saved. So there's something here where if you fight for it, then you're going to be successful. If you don't, then hey, you know the answer, baby. Go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe, follow if you like to. You can donate, you can book with me, you can check out all the merchandise on my website, all linked below in the comments or the description box. I'm gonna talk to you later, darling. Bye.